Alien Romulus. The plot of this movie is basically a group of kids want to get off a mining planet that is funded by Weyland-Yutani because they can't escape. They're constantly working long shifts. The planet they're on is always dark. They want to see the sun. They want to be able to farm and have their own lives. So in order to do that, they go aboard an empty space station, or what they think is empty, and then panic and chaos ensues. Now, the casting for Alien Romulus, I thought was okay. There's some names in here we've not really heard of. Not big name people in this like they were in the Alien Covenant and Prometheus movies. However, I thought the cast did pretty well. There's some characters in here grow an affection for and you kind of care and you hope they make it out okay. There's a few characters in here where they're in there and you just can't wait to see them get murked by the alien, and oh, the deaths in this movie, some of them are really good. Pacing in this movie, the build up in this movie does start off a little slow, but then it does pick up once you see the facehuggers and the xenomorphs, and then it's just a really fun time throughout the movie. The atmosphere in this movie, the director did a great job bringing back that original Alien feel to the movie. We're talking about closed spaces, you feel claustrophobic, you don't know what's around every corner on this space station. It was done very well. The director himself even said that he did get inspiration from the Alien Isolation game, and that's what he wanted to bring to the movie, and you can definitely feel that. The space station itself in this movie looks very similar to the whole game of Alien Isolation on the spaceship that you are on, the space station that you are on. They do a great job of bringing back the retro tech in this movie to fit the timeline. We're getting, it looks like everything's from the 70s and 80s again. I enjoyed that aspect of it. It brought a nostalgia feel back to the movie, and it was just done really well. It looked really good. What I really enjoyed about this movie is the facehuggers are terrifying again in this movie. Facehuggers have always been creepy, but I feel like in previous iterations like Alien Covenant, the later Aliens and all that, I do feel like they weren't as scary as they were in the first Alien, and in this movie, not that way. These facehuggers are scary. You are freaked out waiting for these things to come up. There's a scene in here where our characters have to get through a room and they basically have to raise the temperature of the room to match their body temperature, because it's said that these facehuggers use body heat as a signature of who they're going to attack. Thought that was really cool. They did a great job with the facehuggers. The xenomorph in this movie looked fantastic. What they did with this movie, they used a lot of animatronics, they used a lot of practical effects, and I thought that made the movie stand out even more. Wasn't that much CGI in the movie. The animatronics, they looked great. This is why some of the movies like Jurassic Park, back in the, they used animatronics for that movie back in the day, and it still holds up. The effects hold up very well. It was just so well done. I thought the xenomorph looked great. Now we're going to get into some spoiler territory. So overall, the kills in this movie, very, very satisfying. The chest burster scene that we all saw in the trailer where the girl uses the x-ray machine, you can see the alien inside her body start to burst through her chest. Phenomenal. There's a scene in here where one of the characters gets killed by a full-grown xenomorph in a cocoon, and the way that the alien kills this kid is pretty brutal. Haven't seen this before. Like, the alien basically stabs a dude. He's lying on the ground, and the alien's just letting acid drop on him and dissolve him. Almost like a Chinese water torture method. It was so well done. Very creative kill. Haven't seen it yet like that from an alien film. That was brutal. Love the kills in this movie. As I stated, it's a little bit of a slower build up to the movie, but once we get our xenomorph and facehugger scenes, it gets crazy. Folks, the third act of this movie is going to have you saying, what the? So this is where the director has tried to tie in Prometheus, Alien Covenant with the Alien franchise. They're still trying to do it. They haven't really nailed it. It's just the timelines for this franchise is so messy and so confusing, but they have tried tying in Prometheus and everything with this movie. Craziest scene ever. We have a female who is pregnant. She injects herself with the black goo that's from Prometheus. They actually call it like the Prometheus something in this movie, and she gives a live birth. Absolutely crazy scene in this movie. This alien egg comes out of her. It's disgusting. The egg splits open. You see the baby's face. Well, what ensues next is pure nightmare fuel. We get the face of a human on an alien, and this thing is like 7 foot tall, but it resembles an engineer, but it has a xenomorph body. Crazy. Wasn't expecting that whole act of the movie was so fun, so crazy. My hair was standing up when you first see it. The scene when you see this thing like fully developed and it's in its like hunting stages or whatever, like a xenomorph, pure nightmare fuel. Everybody in the theater let out an audible gasp. Nobody was expecting it. Thought they did so well with that. Craziest part about that is that was an actual basketball player from overseas who's like 7'7", so that wasn't like CGI or anything. That was just somebody in like a bodysuit and makeup and everything. So well done, so creepy. Great third act of the film. What I will say about this movie is there is lots of fan service to this movie. So for you moviegoers that are wanting, you know, like a great plot and all that, it's not going to happen with this movie. This feels very reminiscent from previous Alien iterations, and a lot of the Alien movies do feel the same. We got people who get stuck somewhere where there's aliens and it's them trying to escape. This movie has that, but the callbacks and fan service in this movie are very well done. We have the person who played Ash from the original Alien is in this movie, and he's kind of our main villain other than the alien in this movie. There's another android that's a main character in this movie. The acting for this android was done phenomenally, like really great work. There's a scene in here where he shoots an alien that's attacking our lead female protagonist, and he uses the old school Ripley line, "Get away from her, you bitch." And the way that he does it is just, it's his own version, but it was a definite throwback to the big battle scene between the Queen and Ripley in Aliens. What's great about this movie is you can see that the director really cares about the Alien franchise. He has been inspired by the movie, and you can feel that in every shot of the movie. He really like showed his passion towards this project, so that was really nice. Overall, movie was good, very enjoyable. I think it's a fun watch. If you're an Alien franchise fan, you love the series, this is probably the best Alien movie we have gotten since Aliens. Now, if you're wanting something with a great plot, you know, and just like an award-winning film, you're not getting that. This is your basic go somewhere, try to escape and survive. But it does bring back the old school Alien feel, which we really haven't had in a long time with these Alien films. They've had horror elements, but it's leaned more on the action set pieces. This isn't like that. There's scenes in here that are very clever, very well done. There's a scene with some alien blood and gravity and turning off gravity that was really cool. The effects looked very cool. There's also some scenes where character building in this movie is lacking. However, very enjoyable film. I think you all will like it. It's a good installment into the Aliens franchise. Like I said, one of the best ones since Aliens. Overall, I'm going to go ahead and give this movie a 7 out of 10. Definitely worth seeing in theater. Fun film. You'll enjoy it. Good little horror flick. It'll be a good one to put on around Halloween time and all that when it comes out on DVD. As always, thanks for tuning into this episode of Code Go. Hey, if you like the content, leave a like. Comment below. What did you think of the movie? Did you like it? Did you not like it? And as always, turn on the bell for notification. Hey, if you like what you see, make sure you be a friend, tell a friend to come join the Cove, because the water is fine, baby. Thank you.